Hey, everybody, that was Jeff Pitchell's Fat Cigar you were listening to, and that means it's time for Not Just Blowing Smoke. Coming at you live from Twin Smoke Shop Studio headquarters in snowy
Catch your,
Hooksett, New Hampshire.
catch your breath, baby. Catch your
Yep.
breath.
Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube right here at Podbean, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Google, basically wherever you get your podcasts from. I'm Pastor Padron, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Nick on that end, Dave on this end, and we have with us special guest, Ada Ritnery,
Cigar
the
boss
cigar
lady.
boss lady.
Hi,
How are you
guys.
doing?
I am good, thank you. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me again.
Thank you so much for coming back.
Oh, I love it here. I'm coming every day.
All right. Sounds good.
That's not a problem on this end. And we are going to be smoking some lighter fare tonight. We tend to go on the heavier side of things because that's where our palates like it.
Yeah, we,
Yeah.
we tend to hang around
Yeah,
the high end.
Yep. So we wanted to go with some lighter fare tonight, and we are starting out by smoking the Leaf by Oscar, and we are doing the Connecticut Toro. And usually we all have our cigars lit up and everything, but we decided to wait a little bit and show you about this cigar because we've seen people actually cut this as it is, and people don't realize that this cigar is wrapped in a cigar leaf. It instead of being wrapped in cellophane, instead of being in a cellophane sock,
Yeah.
it's
I love it.
wrapped in a cigar leaf, and so you peel off the label, which is made of tobacco.
Yeah. Everything
And
is made
then
of tobacco. It's
take-
awesome.
Take the leaf here and unfold it, and on the inside is this beautiful, gorgeous, flawless 6x50 Toro, and it is a Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper around Honduran binder and fillers. Again, it's a 6x50 Toro. The Leaf by Oscar was originally the brainchild of Island Jim Robinson, the owner of the Leaf and Bean series of cigar and coffee shops that's based in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. And it was originally made for his store, and it was called the Leaf and Bean by Oscar. But since then, it's become available at other cigar shops, and the name was changed to Leaf by Oscar. And who is Oscar, you ask? It is Oscar Valladares at his factory in Honduras. And so there's a little bit of history here on the cigar. And we are pairing with it this beautiful Scotch. Single malt Scotch.
Spray
The
burn.
Speyburn.
Speyburn.
Speyburn
I don't know
single
why.
malt Scotch whiskey, the companion cask. And I have a little blurb here that I can read for you about this. Let me get to it here. Oh my, look at that. There we go. And it says that Speyburn Companion Cask is a tribute to the enduring connection and rich tradition shared by Speyside and Kentucky. It celebrates Speyburn's long history of only using the best casks sourced from Kentucky's finest distillers. It is a collection of unique single casks of sweet, creamy whiskey with vanilla and citrus notes and a warm, smooth aftertaste. And I have a feeling this is going to go very, very well
Yeah.
with the cigar here.
It's very late on the
Feel it.
palate,
Cut
so
this
it's nice.
bad boy here.
Yeah.
And
Let's light it up.
Let's toast this baby.
here we go. Even the dry draw is nice, creamy, very smooth. Yeah. Yep, very, very nice. It's a great bouquet coming off the cigar there. Excellent.
That's nice.
Very nice.
It's good.
It is good, creamy, smooth.
How I like it.
It's how you like it, baby. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yep. Just nutty, creamy. What are you picking
Wow.
up, Nick? Anything else other than creamy nuts?
Maybe a
Please
little
don't repeat that. No.
nutty creamy.
Oh, nutty creamy.
I get a little bit. So I get all of that,
Sweet
but
nuts.
I do also get the earthy and then a little bit of maybe a little bit of coffee in there in the background. Just very like a light sprinkle of coffee in there. Just a tad
Very,
bit.
very
Sprinkles.
creamed out coffee, kind of like
Yep.
how Dave likes it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like cream with the side of coffee.
That is not how I take my coffee.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to insult you, David.
Are you picking up anything different?
I get a little bit of spice.
Me too.
Mm.
On
Yep.
on the palate or
On
in
the
the
palate,
retrohale
Both.
or
I get
both?
a little bit of pepper on the palate. My retrohale, I can taste it right
I
now.
get pepper too.
I get the earthy, leathery, and but the smoke is creamy.
Mhm.
Yes, I concur. Yes, yes, yes.
What do you think, Cigar Boss Lady?
I also feel the spice and the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's very creamy. I really like it.
Yeah,
Beautiful too.
that's right up your alley, right? I did better this
You
time.
did amazing. Thank you. Feel like the queen. They just did it for me.
Hey,
You're the boss.
you treat the boss lady right. You know what I'm saying? All right. So it's been like 4 months since you were on the show.
Wow.
You seem to have been all over the place. You know,
All over the
what
globe.
what have you been up to the last few months?
I have been up to going to Florida a lot,
Mm-hmm.
connecting a lot with my Sisters of the Leaves, getting to know people from the industry, and just enjoying cigars.
Yeah, that's good. Now you got your daughter's still living at home, right? How is she
Yes.
doing?
She's doing great. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, and
She's doing good. She's remote. First year in high school and doing it remote. As a matter of fact, she believes that she loves it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves it, and she's doing great. She's having the great A's and B's. So
My youngest
proud.
daughter's doing remote too, and she's enjoying it too.
she is.
Yeah.
Is
she's
it her
enjoying
first
it.
year in?
It's her first year in high school as well, and she did remote for a little bit of a different reason. She didn't think she was going to like it as much as she does, but her best friend's mother is a high risk person with
Oh,
COVID,
okay.
and so her best friend's mom had made this declaration that anybody who was going to school was not going to be allowed to come over and play or anything like that because she has to be very careful. So
Okay.
because she wanted to be able to see her friend, she decided to go remote.
That is so sweet.
And it turns out that she really likes it.
Yeah,
And
my
she's doing pretty good.
My daughter as well. She really likes it. I mean, your story is more, friendship, love.
Well, yeah,
union,
sacrifice, everything,
sacrifice.
yeah.
Mine was just because she was lazy.
But it's good. I mean, kids had to get up early to get the bus, or for you to drop them to work. I don't know how work
No,
for
she
you.
used
would-
to wake up at 5 a.m.
Oh,
yeah.
to get the bus, and yeah, so she.
And now you
definitely-
kind of roll out of bed, you go downstairs,
And you
you
do it.
know, you put up your background so your messy house is hidden, and there you go. At least that's how my
And-
kid does.
Yeah, and you do homework, and there you go. She really
Yeah.
likes it.
And then when it's done, she goes right up to bed.
Exactly. Exactly. My daughter jumps from her seat to bed.
Very cool. Now, along with that, along with all your traveling back and forth from here to the Sunshine State.
I love it.
Oh yeah, I miss Florida.
I am going back.
Yeah.
May 5th.
May 5th, you're going back.
Yes, it's my birthday.
Your birthday,
Yes.
May 5th.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Where in Florida are you going to be visiting?
I will be celebrating it at Empire Social.
Okay. Yep.
So that's right in Brickell.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm gonna be. So I'll
That's
stay in
gonna be
Miami.
fun.
I'm gonna be in that
Yep.
area.
Yep. Miami. That's one of the few places in Florida I have not been.
To Miami.
To
I've
Miami.
not been to Miami.
What?
I've been
Really?
everywhere else.
Why not?
And I lived in Orlando for 5 years.
Whoa,
Never
it's-
made it down
It's
to.
not a hop and a skip from
No,
Orlando
it's
to Miami.
It's still a few. People have, Florida's the never-ending state.
It is. It
That's
is.
true.
Orlando
Right.
is more mellow, more family.
Yeah, yeah. But that was back when the wife and I were just the wife and I.
Ooh,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Well, yeah, we waited to have kids. We waited a little bit because I looked at Mandy and I said, Mandy, we're here in Central Florida here. Let's wait a little to have the kids. Let's enjoy
Let's
each other
enjoy.
while we're young and look good and can move.
Look,
And let's not come back here when we're old and decrepit, and let them take care of us when we're old and decrepit.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. I
so
tell my
that's-
daughter she needs to take care of me.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. My 3 girls, they all know they have to make a lot of money, and they have to provide a nice place in a warm climate, and there has to be a smoking room. There has to be a smoking room around. They all know
Smoking
this.
areas, not just room. It's
Well,
gotta be
area.
areas.
Well, you see, the nice thing is,
Like a little
if you were
lounge
living-
at home.
if you're
hell
living, if
yeah.
you're living, basically anywhere in Florida, you can be outside smoking all the time.
Pretty much.
That's
yeah.
why I love
As
it.
long as
Oh,
you
yeah.
have something over your head to protect you from the rain, you can be outside
Yeah.
all the time.
And in your case,
We
the
can't
sun.
go
In
outside
my
right
case,
now.
yeah. It's funny. I burn like nobody's business.
He
I
walk
like
around
go
like a
out-
big lobster.
I go out, I get red, I peel, and I'm white. I'm like Moby Dick. Just
Oh
goes
my
right back.
God.
It's horrible.
You would
Mandy tans like nobody's business.
I
You would
can't
never
go
be
to-
able to go to Puerto Rico, man.
Oh, I would
the-
totally go to Puerto Rico.
I know you would, but you would have to wear that long
you'd have to wear
sleeve shirt.
a bodysuit.
Like, oh my God, like it would.
Sunblock,
Destroy you.
5,000.
Yeah,
Well,
it would destroy you.
that's true. I mean, even when I lived down in Florida, I did not like wearing shorts.
Really? I don't like shorts.
I don't like shorts.
Me neither.
I
He wore
love
I don't
shorts.
like shorts. And it's funny, the reason I got into that when I was a youngin, when I was a
Youngin'.
teenager, I was a member of my youth group at my church, and I went on a mission trip to Istanbul, Turkey,
Oh, okay.
and it's hot. over
Yeah.
there. At least it was when we were going. And one of the things that we did is we prepared for that, was, shorts and stuff. That's not like kosher over there.
Oh, really?
But one of the reasons they wear those long,
Shirts.
shirts and pants or burgers, because it actually keeps the heat off you. So it was actually cooler to wear the long stuff.
Like a
And
nightgown.
so we were over there, and it's 80, 90, sometimes almost 100 degrees. Not many places had air conditioning, and we were all and I was like, you know what? I'm more comfortable wearing this stuff. So I've just stuck with that, thinking that
Not a
There you
I-
go.
I'll
now
be
Dan has
cooler.
a collection of moo-moos that are just absolutely amazing.
He just in the summertime, he's got one that says Twin Smoke Shop with a pocket so you could put his cigars and his pipe, and he just walks
I need
around.
lots of pockets. I need
Yep.
lots of pockets because I do carry my pipes with me
That's it.
and my cigars.
So
and my cutters,
he's got
and my
the
lighters.
the
And
pockets
I
and then
know.
the big pocket like kangaroo, like with the
Yeah.
flap, and he puts all
That's
his
the
stuff
thing.
in
I got to
there.
talk to Kurt. We got to have some Guevara shirts. We got to have some of those nice,
That would be
top
cool.
pockets, lower pockets, with
I
pockets.
have like 3 purses. I carry like 3 purses.
There you go.
Yep. One purse has all of her cigars in it. The other one has all her cutters.
cutters.
You don't
Yeah.
carry
Yeah.
that little black back thing that you put on your back? And it's got like these long strings.
What?
What?
What? What did he just say? Are
I know.
you talking about a clutch?
A little, yeah, I guess. I
A
don't know.
cigar.
Clutch?
A
No,
cigar.
that's
it's
cigar
like a little,
clutch?
I don't know. I see a lot of women wearing these like little backpack things, and it's like they're held
Oh.
on. You hold on to them by strings, and it's just like a backpack, but they're purses.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's new.
Oh, okay.
That's new.
show me a picture.
Yeah, I have to bring a picture up later.
Now, getting back to the question at hand.
Yes.
When you were with us about 4 months ago, your Instagram was something like 7,000,
Yeah.
followers.
7.
and now you're over 10.
I know. I am so grateful to my
It's
followers.
it's amazing. You done in 3 months, more followers than I have in 5 years. And I know I don't have boobs. I'm not pretty to look at. Well, I do, but
It's not the
not the
boobs.
kind you
Oh,
like.
It's
God.
not the
But there you
boobs. It's the personality.
Thank
There you go.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So, what's your secret? How are you growing so fast?
I have no secret. I'm just being me. I'm projecting who I really are
Mm-hmm.
in the screen and outside the screen. So when I turn off Instagram, I'm still same Ada. So I guess that's what projects, and that's why people connect with me,
Yeah.
because I'm just being really me.
Do you dance
That's
like
great.
that at home
I do.
when you're just doing the dishes or something?
When I'm doing the dishes, when on Sundays I just put a a mirror in front of me and I start dancing. I always done that since I was a kid. I dance in front of a mirror every Sunday.
You're just a very, very happy person.
Yeah, but I can be not happy.
She is the boss. So.
Yeah, the boss
I can
lady
be
implies
not
that there's
happy.
what kind of things make you unhappy
Things that make me unhappy when
that you can talk
unfairness.
about on the air?
I know, I know. That's why I'm thinking. I need to keep it like the boss. Unfairness. I hate to see when other people treat people bad.
Yeah.
That makes me so unhappy. I feel it like inside.
Yeah.
I just don't like that.
When's the last time have you ever done anything and like when you see that happening to somebody?
I don't remember. I might have. I don't know if I
Go
can
into
say
a
it.
blind rage and, it's just certain.
I don't know if I can say it alive, but I have. I just don't remember when was the last time I did something. I have learned to control myself a lot, to control my emotions and not just overreact. But that really hits me when I see unfairness.
Okay.
Cigars help with that, definitely.
I think maybe that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Relax.
It's hard for me to be angry when I'm smoking a cigar.
That's true. That
It really is. It is. When people ask, why do you smoke a cigar? I say it's aromatherapy.
It is
True.
a therapy.
It's aromatherapy. That's what it is.
It
You know,
is.
some people like their potpourri. Some
Yeah.
people like their cigars. It's aromatherapy.
It is therapy. It's
Mhm.
meditation. It's therapy.
It's cheaper than a psychiatrist too.
Seriously.
Jeez, how much I smoke, I'd probably be better off with a psychiatrist. My God.
That may be true. That may be true. I'm now connected with Anna to some really good ones. If you need, I can hook
We'll
you up.
talk after the show.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my daughter Anna has been struggling. Again, she's at Boston Children's and
I'm sorry
it's
to
with
hear that.
suicidal stuff and crap like that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, needless to say, the aromatherapy has increased in my life.
You have to.
Absolutely.
Any tobacco I can get.
I'll give you a hug.
Oh, thank you.
I
That would help
will.
me too.
Yeah.
I bet it would.
Okay, next question. When you get to be, having as many followers as you have, let's be honest. Guys can be jerks. Guys can be and you get these nasty comments, or lewd and crude questions, suggestions, and stuff. Have you ever had to deal with that? Being that I can't believe that you've never had to deal with it. Being that you have as many followers as you do, they can't all be nice people.
That's,
It's just not statistically possible.
I know. I'm very blessed, I think, because most of my followers don't. I hear influencers saying that there's some crazy followers sending this, sending that. I haven't experienced that. What I did experience was a guy in love with me.
Whoa.
But
My.
he did not, he always send me messages saying, I just want to see you. I would like to meet you. You are this. And I'm like, listen, I'm not here on Instagram to look for a partner. Instagram is just to project who I am and to show my passion, which is cigars. And that's the way I dealt with it. So I explained to him I'm not there, for a relationship. My posts are not for that. And that I wanted him to understand that. Luckily, because politely I told him, he understood and backed off. So
That
besides
is really
that,
good. Besides that one guy, you have not had a whole lot of problem.
no,
Good.
no,
That is unreal.
I know.
And
I'm
it's awesome. I'm not complaining.
blessed. Me
This is
neither.
not an invitation for all the Russians out there to start doing stuff.
Please don't.
But that's really good because people I know who have 5, 6, 7, 8,000, 10,000 followers, they're dealing with this stuff all the time.
I know. I've heard.
I mean, I don't have to deal with it because who's gonna. But
That was the only one that I can remember that was a little bit uncomfortable.
I mean, do
but
you read all the comments that you get on your posts?
Most-
You get lots of them.
I do most of them, and I try to respond to most of them.
So you've started, we know you have your clothing line. You want to talk a little bit about that? It's been 4 months, so here's your chance to promote yourself and your
Thank you.
your website and stuff like that on the show here.
Yes, I have my clothing brand still. I did add some designs regarding cigars, which is Cigar Fashionista is for women. I have that fondo blanco, which means that if I want to drink this like a shot, that's a fondo blanco. So I have a T-shirt for that for
Nick
drinkers.
likes that.
Oh,
I saw that shirt. You got that for guys too.
I have that for guys, and I have an idea to start adding more. I just working on my idea right now.
Right. How are those cigar related things doing?
They're doing good. I even had a guy buy the Cigar Fashionista, which is for women, but
Yeah.
he bought it for him.
There you go.
I love that.
Playing
I'm
both
waiting
sides
for
of
him
the
to
fence.
wear it. I love it.
You'll have to let us know if he posts a
As
picture
soon
of
as
it.
he does, I'm waiting for your shirt, okay?
That'll go right up on the Not Just Blowing Smoke
I
site.
know. I loved it. So yeah, it's going well so far.
That's awesome.
I'm blessed. Yes.
Now, do you have plans for more cigar related stuff?
Yes.
Or do you think that this might become a not the only, obviously not like the main thing, but do you think it might become a set theme in your clothing line?
Yes, I am, like I said, I'm thinking and working on changing it. So what I'm focusing on is just what I love, cigars. And my followers is a cigar industry. So I am thinking to just focus on that theme, not only clothes, other stuff, but I'm working on that idea.
What kind of other stuff are you thinking of adding?
Don't know yet. I'm
You
still
don't know yet?
working-
You're still
no.
you're being mom with us. Oh my gosh. You're being mom.
I'm still preparing it. It's still a baby. I'm still writing it. So I don't know yet
Yeah.
exactly what I will add.
Have you thought about a Not Just Blowing Smoke shirt?
That would be nice.
It would be nice.
I didn't think about it, but that would be nice. Let's do it.
There you go. Little collaboration.
I'm the boss lady. Let's do it.
Little collaboration, I hear.
I drink
you
to that.
heard. Let's
Drink
do
to
it.
that.
Let's do it. We'll drink to that here, Dave.
Weepy
Yep,
Sacco.
There we
Yeah.
go. Hey. Oh, that's good.
That's a great idea.
How are we thinking of the
Genius.
pairing is going along here? Do you like the way the scotch is going with the
really
cigar?
nice. The citrus taste in there is really going well with the cigar with the
The creaminess.
creamy notes,
And there's
yeah.
a little sweetness in the cigar,
There's-
too.
yeah.
Isn't there?
I was gonna say that. So at first I was feeling that spice,
I know, right? Now you get the sweetness.
and now I
calms
get
down.
the sweetness.
Sweet.
yeah the spice in the retrohale kind
Similar.
of calms down a little bit
Mhm.
with the single malt, but that sweetness kind of really comes through and it's really pleasant.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
here's the question. Do you
Yes.
think the sweetness is being brought out by the drink, or was it there in the cigar beforehand?
I think it's being brought out by the drink.
I
in
agree,
my opinion,
too.
I think so.
because
too.
I've smoked this hundreds of times.
Hundreds.
Of times. When they first came out
Why
years
am
ago,
I not surprised?
when they
Middle
first
name
came out
is
years
Lee.
ago, I was telling Ada before the show for like 6-7 months I was smoking the Connecticut, the Sumatra, and the Maduro every day. And this is I used to get free Starbucks coffees in the morning from the
Free
whole.
Starbucks
Free,
coffees.
where?
Yeah,
Free
I used
Starbucks
to.
coffee.
Well, I worked there. I was working security.
Oh,
It was a
so
little-
clear to me now.
I was working security for the
ready to
hotel.
go.
I was working for the hotel, and the employees were able to get a small iced coffee in the morning. So I'd get it before I'd leave because I'd do the overnights.
Right.
And I would have a Connecticut, a Sumatra, or a Maduro before I head home on the way home, because from Waltham to New Hampshire,
That's a while.
that's an hour and a half drive to where
yeah.
I live.
Yeah.
So I used to have
Crazy.
a cigar, and I used to have the Starbucks coffee, and that was the only time in my life that I would ever have coffee. But it
Love
paired so well with this cigar, whether it be a Maduro one day and the Sumatra the other day, because those three cigars I was hooked on for months.
And they're all mild to medium cigars.
Right. Even the Maduro comes off.
Just
It's a
flavorful.
really dark wrapper,
Mhm.
but it comes off as a medium-bodied cigar, and it's just a
very
wonderful
sweet.
smoke.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
a beautiful sweet smoke. It's
I concur.
and it's it's funny. It wasn't
Really
until
good.
I worked in the cigar business
Mm-hmm.
that I drank coffee.
Really?
Yeah, I was in my 20s. And I was working at a little taste of Cuba in Princeton, and we're going to hear a little bit about more about that next week when Jorge is on with us.
Ah, yeah.
But the one of the guys I worked with, who was like basically he became the manager of the store, Chris Lenzo, who's now with Miami Cigars
Okay. Yep.
and owns his own stuff. He's actually been at Twins, which was awesome. I hadn't seen him in years, but he worked part-time at a Starbucks up the street, and when he found out I had never had coffee, I was like, look, I just don't like coffee. I don't like it.
I love
He says,
coffee.
and so he brings me this white chocolate mocha.
Oh, that was
And
like
he says,
$15.
You gotta try this, and I'm like, that's not bad. That's pretty good. And he, so it came to be like every morning he would come by, and on his way to work, he'd drop me off a white chocolate mocha.
Aw.
And then I remember driving home from New Jersey, where I lived at the time, to Massachusetts, and I said, oh, look, there's a Starbucks at that wrist stop. I'm going to get one of those white chocolate mochas. And then I realized it was the most expensive coffee that they
That
had,
they produce, yeah.
and they ain't cheap coffee.
No.
And I was like,
Nope.
that furry little man, he totally got me hooked on it. And I knew he had stock in the company. I chewed him out.
You did.
But then one day he brought me just a mocha coffee. Oh, this is different. I'm digging this. It's still got that sweet, still got that chocolate, but all that creaminess is gone. To just a mocha. And then I remember talking with another pastor friend of mine who said, I was told by my doctor that if I cut the cream and sugar out of my coffee, I could lose 20 pounds in a year just doing that. I said, you know what? I can do that.
Do it.
Yeah.
So I stopped cold turkish. Now I drink my coffee black.
Ooh, I'm gonna start black.
And
It's a different world, though.
now
if you're not used to it.
I can't really. If I have a white chocolate mocha, I mean, it's so sickeningly sweet now to me. It's like a one and done.
Yeah, you can't do it anymore.
I can't do it again.
It's like having a fat bottom Betty. You can only
Yeah,
have one.
You can only have one.
That's it.
I'm gonna try the black because I'm going to Miami. I need to.
Oh, there you go. I'm
she
serious.
got to
That's
get
what
some
told-
I
Cuban
need
coffee
to
in
lose,
her.
yeah.
We're dancing on the beach with that.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, speaking of that, what's your ideal way to enjoy a cigar? Where do you like to be? Who do you like to be with? What do you like to have with it? If you could have a cigar anywhere and with any kind of drink, food, person, where would that be?
It was definitely Florida. The
Florida.
Florida weather, just, sitting outside, just enjoying the weather, looking at the palm trees, a coffee, a nice creamy cigar, just like this one. Maybe by myself. I'm very lonely. I am a lonely person.
Bosses
I-
usually are.
I like to be by myself a lot.
I smoke alone.
I smoke
Yeah, with
alone.
nobody else.
Yeah, with my thoughts, and I love writing when I smoke as well. So that would be my ideal.
What do you like writing?
Poems and ideas, just anything that comes to my head. I love writing.
Stream of consciousness stuff.
Yeah.
You ever do that?
No, what is that? What?
Just write literally whatever comes in your mind.
Yes, exactly. Just whatever comes to my mind. But most of the time, it ends as a poem. It does.
There you go.
Do you have
That's
any
cool.
poems that you could share with us?
No.
No.
It's all private.
No. And it's usually in Spanish as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah, you can say it in Spanish.
We wouldn't know.
I can say whatever.
You can say whatever you want. Roses are red, violets are blue.
You know, I was gonna say that.
My poems are in Spanish. Boo-hoo.
Ooh, you're a
Oh,
poet.
my
Ah,
God.
see?
He's
There you
good.
go.
He's
There you
good.
Poet.
Now, we do something on the show called Pastor Padron's Cigar Confessions. And this is where we talk about something, that kind of, you know, we wish that we would see more in the cigar world or less in the cigar world so that people could actually enjoy their cigars more than they do already. And here's a topic I want to talk about this week, and that is the the need for you to be prepared when you
Yes.
come to the cigar shop.
I did good, huh?
Be prepared. You did
You
really
did.
good.
You got it
did really
all.
good. But I expect nothing less from you. You're the boss lady.
That's true.
You're going to show
Right.
people that you're the boss. And, so now it's one thing when, you're out and about or whatever and all of a sudden you kind of see, oh, look, a cigar shop, maybe, and that wasn't like part of your plan of
That's
the day. Or whatever.
understandable.
That's understandable. And you go and get a cigar. You need to, have them cut it, have them light it for you. And, we're happy to do that. But it amazes me how many people come to the cigar shop and
Every day.
No, this is it's like we're talking to people who are like they think
Regular.
of the
Yes,
it's like
it's not like
peers.
once a month.
They're
It's every
coming.
day.
They're coming every day, and they can't ever remember to bring their cutter or their lighter with them, and everybody forgets, and that's fine. But I guess the thing that's really kind of running through my head is here in New Hampshire, we've been dealing with the whole COVID restrictions for a year now, and a year ago we had to take away the community cutter and lighter because we just had to be really careful about that, and frankly following the state's protocol so that we can stay open and stuff like that. And there's a little learning curve there with kind of learn, but now it's a year. And
Should
we've
have it
talked
down pat.
we've talked about this on the show many times. The whole the community cutter thing is just something that I think none of us here at Twins would be unhappy with if it never came back.
Right.
Because it's just so skeevy.
Well, yeah. Maybe you get people that deep throat their cigars before they cut it,
I
which is
know.
I think is a little
I
unnecessary.
drink for
Yeah, drink.
I know who I'm thinking of.
I think it's a little unnecessary that you gotta have to do that. Look, I understand that's what those people did 15, 20, 30 years ago when humidifying your cigars was an issue.
Yeah.
It is no longer an issue in 2021.
Right.
You can, and most of the cigars, especially if you're coming to the shop, the cigars that we have here in Hooksett and in Londonderry are well humidified.
Yep. Plus,
Very
when
well.
you leave,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to keep them humidified because you're not smoking them right away, it's a freaking $1 for a humidifier.
You can get a little
Humidipack.
humidified, yeah.
Right.
But even so, a cigar will last, you know what I mean, won't get completely dried out for what, 10 days?
Yeah.
At
week,
the
10
most?
days, yeah.
Unless you go outside.
You know what I
the
mean?
cold
Unless,
kills.
well, yeah, the
Yeah.
cold climates up here in New England where we have it, every 6 months.
My cigar fell apart.
But
Where'd I leave it? The
again,
glove box.
yeah, exactly. Oh, I left it in
Well,
the center console.
No, you don't understand. I've done that my whole life. It's never happened before. Give me a break.
But you know what I mean? It just bring your stuff
Yeah.
with you.
And
if you know
what-
you're coming, just bring it.
And I know there are people who are forgetful, but it's, I guess what really is the people who still can't believe it's not there.
Yeah, there's still some
and,
people
and
that
the
come
people
in.
like, what? When are you bringing it back? When are you going to? And I'm like, when are you going to spend the $4 to get the cutter? That's what I'm talking
Well,
about.
like the people are like, "Oh, you did it last week." No, I didn't.
You know what I've been
Yeah,
experiencing
that's really
that I don't
weird.
know how to do this. So if you can give me an advice, when I'm traveling, I cannot take my lighter.
Correct.
Matches.
Okay.
Matches you can do.
So I
There
do go
are
to the-
some lighters that are all plastic that you can get that are okay by
Or you can get
by the airlines?
you can get a flight approved locker box, and it has to go in
but it has to go in. You can't have it on carry-on though.
no,
you
you
have
can't
to
have
check
it
it in.
But-
But if you're like me, when I travel, it's one bag because I have 2 shorts, 2 shirts, and a pair of
I
socks.
wish.
That's it.
I wish.
Yeah.
Then it's
It's a whole
carry-on.
luggage.
Did anyone
But-
notice some things that were missing in that list?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
And my
Mhm.
my package? I mean my
Cigars.
Like underwear.
Oh.
we went over this before, didn't we?
I
Me
don't
and
want
Paul-
to go over it again.
Okay,
I don't
so
wanna
we
go
went
over
over
it
this
again.
before.
I'm just saying.
It's shorts, t-shirt,
It's too much.
and socks. That's
Yeah,
it.
you brought it
So
up.
And cigars, of course. But that's it. That's all that's in my bag. I don't need
reason I-
anything else.
the reason I brought it up is because I'm sometimes one of those people that go to the lounge without a lighter because I'm traveling. So I
Right,
don't have
right.
a lighter.
See, now most lounges will have matches and stuff like that for you, and you know, I've you know, I've usually been able to take a if I take a lighter with me traveling, it's going to be something like this, a real inexpensive torch lighter, and I'll fill it all the way to the little top, and I'll stick it in my toiletry bag,
Oh, I can do that?
and that has gone through with me. I've been able to get this through.
Has to be under a certain.
Not
has to be under
anymore.
certain ounces, right?
I don't know. I don't know anything
Even
about
for
all
any
I know
fluids or
is
something like that?
I've been able to get that.
Probably
I've
think
been
it's
able
like
to get
lip
that
balm
through.
or something.
And certainly if you have it, as something that you could check, that's even better, because generally speaking, there's never an issue with that. But don't ever bring a real expensive.
No, that's
nice
why I
lighter
leave
with
them.
you.
I leave them.
You
And
know,
it's
that-
like my babies are
Those are
staying home.
those are beautiful lighter cutter right there.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. I remember once I was traveling and I wasn't quite aware of this whole thing. This was years ago, and they were going to take my DuPont.
Ooh,
I'm pretty sure
no.
Pastor Padron turned
Yeah,
into
it's-
Velociraptor Padron.
Velocipaster. The Velocipaster. I said, "You ain't
I'll
getting
lose my flight.
You ain't
Yeah,
getting my
nah.
DuPont."
I'm all
And
set.
turned around and mailed it to myself and everything.
Yeah.
But it was I couldn't believe it.
It's
They
a
were gonna-
$1,000 lighter. Yeah, I'd
wasn't
mail it to
it-
myself
I
too.
mean,
I'll lose
At
the
the-
flight. I'll
at-
be back.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
the time, the
Got another
lighter was
foot.
more expensive than it was worth more than my car.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
there ain't no way I'm getting rid of this. Is
Nope.
like the only thing of value I have in the world. You know? Oh my goodness! But when you come, so when you come to the shop, come prepared. Bring, we've all been to events and stuff like you can get a lighter for under $5. I mean,
Yeah.
a
cutter.
a cutter for under $5. But get this stuff, bring it with you, and that way you've got your cutter, your lighter. You're able to enjoy cutting things the way
Yes.
you want it.
Yes.
And we're all professionals. We'll cut the cigars great and everything, but be prepared when you come to the shop.
I agree.
Thank you very much. Now
You're very welcome.
I appreciate you.
The boss has spoken.
Lady. The
boss
boss
has
has spoken. This is the
That
way.
this is the way.
This is the way. What is our final verdict here on the Leaf by Oscar?
You gotta
Connecticut
stop?
Toro? And I'm wanting to know your thoughts on this cigar.
Because it was for me, right?
Well,
Truthfully, yes,
This
it was.
It's
we wanted something. We know that you like light to medium Connecticut cigars. That's your favorite thing. So we had not done a review of this. It's worth talking about.
yes, it is.
But
It's,
I want to know what you think.
I love it. It's very creamy. It's at first I was feeling a spice, but the spice has sort
Subsided.
of sort
Yeah.
of subsided, and the with the liquor, it feels like a sweetness on it, so
Yeah.
it's very flavored,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm enjoying it a lot.
It's very nice.
It
It
is.
is very nice.
Creamy
I
is the
thought
first
this is the
word
way.
that comes to my mind about this. Creamy,
Yeah. I think for
Creamy.
me,
smooth and creamy.
definitely smooth and creamy, but right after it's that sweetness.
Sweetness. Yep.
The Scotch just
Smooth
brings
and
that
creamy sweetness.
that sweetness with the cigar, which is,
Mm.
really, really pleasant, and it's really nice. The finish is long on the Scotch, probably because it's aged in bourbon barrels, so you get that long finish, kind of like a bourbon. Um,
Oh,
and
Bree's watching.
Bree, hey Bree, how you
What's up,
doing,
Bree?
girl?
Bree.
Hey Bree.
Bree, my baby.
And it's nice. You don't, in the beginning, before I had a sip of the Scotch, I had a little bit of the like coffee cream in there, but now that's went away, and the citrus sweetness is really kind of coming through with it, and it's really nice, really pleasant.
It is really pleasant.
Dave.
I'm just gonna reiterate what everybody said. It's sweet and creamy. I feel like the earths and leathers have toned down, and instead of that pepper all over my palate, it's just sweet creaminess. It's awesome.
Yeah. I never got a whole lot of spice on this.
You didn't?
I didn't. But it has gotten creamier and creamier as it's gone on.
Yeah.
And sweetness in the cigar has increased.
Yeah.
It's just very, very nice.
It's
going
incredible.
incredible with the Scotch.
Yeah.
The
Very
citrus
enjoyable.
notes and the sweetness in the cigar, and the creaminess of the cigar just work really well together. And I really do think the drink is bringing out more sweetness
Yeah.
than I've experienced in the cigar in the past.
Correct.
And just it's just a reminder of what you were talking about, Nick, the importance of going all over the place and not just smoking dark stuff,
Yeah.
getting your palate,
It's a thing that I always recommend to people that
really
are I swear
Oh, he
to
did
people
recommend it to me.
to even to the heaviest smokers too. You know what I mean? I love recommending different and lighter cigars to Padron smokers because, as you know, Padron smokers are Padron smokers.
Yes.
Yes.
They rarely, smoke outside of that aisle, which is fine because Padrones are fantastic cigars.
Right.
But there is so much more out there.
Right.
Connecticut's, Corojos, Hondurans, Habanos, Sun-growns. The list goes on. And to get outside that box and to get into a nice Connecticut such as this, 724 has an unbelievable Connecticut, which uses that WK has a Honduran binder, which really jumps on your palate when you smoke it. The Argonosa Connecticut, that's another one. What was it, 2019 Cigar Journal of the Year, #1 Cigar Journal of the Year. That one. I love smoking a Fuente Connecticut's. Those are really smooth and creamy as well.
Brotherly
The
kindness.
Brotherly Kindness. Ashton's,
yeah.
my God,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And lately, I've been smoking some Rocky Patel vintage 1990s. Sorry, 99s.
99s. Yeah.
99s. Those are really nice too. So I'm all over the board, and I definitely love recommending a lighter cigar or a light to medium body cigar for the people to, trying to think outside the box, just to kind of mix it up on their palate to see what they can get.
Ada,
Yes.
you ready to switch it up and maybe do something a little unusual and out of the box and smoke a pipe with us?
Ooh,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Let's
And
do
let's
it.
do it. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. It's a little bit more than 6 minutes, but we will be back. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Are rolling.
All right, we're here tonight to talk to you a little bit about cutters, how to do it, how not to do it, and we have a little array of cutters here. Let's show these first. Can you see that, Dave? Can you see that? This is a Lotus Jaws cutter. It's got some nice serrated teeth to it that help it grip the cap of the cigar, and it cuts really, really nice. We've all seen these. The plastic cutters.
I think I've seen one here and
The
there.
quintessential plastic cutter that stores sell. We have ours with the 724 logo on it. Both of these are called guillotine cutters, double guillotine cutters to be precise, because there is a guillotine at each end. That's how it works. See that pole?
It's amazing.
Yep. They are designed to cut a straight cut across the top of your cigar. There's other types of cutters though. This is a Lotus 11 millimeter bullet cut. Okay, and what this does is you insert the bullet into the head of the cigar and you gently twist like that, and then pull it out, and boom, you have this nice little circle, in this case an 11 millimeter circle, cut out of the top of your cigar. Now and then you screw that back in, the tobacco pops out, boom, there it goes. And if you take this, watch how this cuts, and this is what you want. You want just a little bit off the top. That's it. See that? See that there? That's all you need for a great cut on a cigar. Paul, you want to explain those cutters there?
All right, so this is the Cigar XO. Now, this is a very interesting cutter. It's designed on a patent-pending planetary gear system. So there's 5 gears inside here, and the great thing about this is as you're pushing in to cut your cigar, the double guillotine blades go seamlessly right to cut it, and not one is lagging behind the other. So in some certain guillotine cutters, as you're cutting, one side seems to close a little quicker than the other. This is designed so that both sides will close very evenly and give you a nice clean cut. This is the Colibri Dual. Now it's both a deep V cut on one side and a straight cut on the other. And the great thing I love about this particular one is it does allow the cigar to stop, so you can cut it nice and cleanly. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to cut this one for you. Just insert it, make sure it's nice and even, and then swiftly. Look how good that is, huh?
And what's the point of that kind of cut, Paul?
Well, it does. The theory is that it does draw better, and you probably get a little bit less tobacco. Although I personally don't really care much for V cutters. I like the straight cut the best, but a lot of people like these because it does draw the smoke a lot more evenly and a lot easier. On the other side here is your straight cut, and again, it does have a stopper. So as you insert the cigar to cut, it just stops it. So all you have to do is just a nice clean cut, just enough to get the cold draw through. This is the Cigar V cut. Now this is designed to do the same thing. I'll cut this one here for you. See, really nice. And these are all pretty much going to be, can accept up to a 70 ring gauge cigar.
Right. And these plastic cutters, start what, $5, $6?
$5.
Yeah, $5. These cutters here are 30, I think. This is also 30. The dual is 75.
That's 50.
And this is the big Kahuna at $100.
Yeah.
101, between 100 and 120, depending on the colors and the colors of the blade. Now, let me show you here how not to cut a cigar. Okay, we see people doing this. First of all, don't do this first. And then take your cutter, or God forbid, somebody else's cutter, and then cut it. That's just gross and it's disgusting. Don't do that. Okay? Another thing you don't want to do is, and I've seen people do this, they just come, get down as far down as they can, and cut off the cigar. Look, you want to treat your cutter and your cutting cigars like you're a Jewish mohel, not some kind of jihadist warrior who's trying to make a statement. You do not want to do this to your cigar. Okay? See this? I just took off the cap of the cigar. The cap is what is holding the rest of the cigar together. So if you cut all that off, the cigar is going to end up unraveling. Don't do that. You want it to look like this, not like this.
Remember, folks, less is more.
Less is more. Shave it. Don't behead it. Thus saith Pastor Padron.
Thank you. Come again. Quiet on the
That's
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there. We're back with the cigar boss lady. And now she's the pipe boss lady. And we are smoking this good
those on.
stuff. We are smoking GLP's, the Virginia Cream. And right from the tin, it says distinctively delicious. GLP's seasons fine red and golden flue cured Virginia tobaccos with rare condimental leaf, enhancing the result with a subtle vanilla bourbon topping that is never overbearing. Rare for a blend of its genre, the Virginia Cream delivers on its aromatic promise from the first puff to the bottom of the bowl, while leaving the pipe clean and free of phantom flavors. An all-American blend, ideal for Virginia fanciers craving something a little sweeter. It is, like all GOP's blends, manufactured by Cornell and Deal. It's sorta an aromatic. It's classified as an aromatic pipe tobacco because there is that vanilla bourbon topping on it.
Yep.
But I say sorta because unlike most aromatic pipe tobaccos that tend to leave their flavor in your pipe when you're done with it, this really does not. If I decide to smoke something else in this pipe, I'm not going to be, I still taste that
Virginia.
Virginia Cream. Doesn't happen with this. And the blend on this is Black Cavendish, Kentucky, Perique, and Virginia. Mostly Virginia, of course. And we've already talked about the vanilla bourbon topping. It's a ribbon cut. And we are still doing the spay burn. The spay burn with
Spay
this.
burn.
And I would like to know what people think about the pairing and the initial thoughts of the pipe tobacco here. And I'm going to be real gentle with the cigar boss lady because this is like her second time with the pipe in her life. And she's doing this more or less as a favor to me than any real desire to smoke a pipe.
But I'm liking it. It's
But
sweet.
you're liking it, right? Yeah.
Yes.
But not like sickeningly sweet. It's
No.
it's not like a, ooh, this is sweet.
Exactly. No, it's not like a flavor,
Mm-hmm.
like a sweetness of what you're eating, a candy, but
Mm.
it's light, it's sweet,
Mm-hmm.
it's pleasant.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even like a smoking an acid or a tobacco or a Java or something like that. It's not, it doesn't have that kind of real obvious
Right.
sweetness to it.
There's a subtle sweetness to it that's really, really nice. Really creamy. You definitely get a little bit of that Cavendish in there with the vanilla in there, I think. With the drink goes really well. Like I said before, with the single malt, it's light with the long finish. And it really complements the tobacco. It's really nice.
The citrus again
Yeah.
is really complementing this. That
Yeah.
Virginias in this have some citrus to them, so you're kind of, I think some of that's kind of being brought out with this, and I'm really enjoying it. Now, Dave, you're a big Virginia guy. This is supposedly a Virginia lover's tobacco here. What do you think?
I've had this before. It's in my rotation. It's a very mild and creamy, and with like just I feel like for me it's like a touch of vanilla, but because of the fact that it doesn't linger like most aromatics do, like you said, or stain the pipe or ghost the pipe, is the reason why I keep smoking it. So, and I feel like the drink is really bringing out more of the citrus, more of those, like maybe a little bit of stone fruit, not as much as there is regularly in it for me. And the retro hail is very pleasant, and creamy.
Very smooth. There's a deep richness there of sweetness. It's not like a sharp sweetness that you would get like from candy or anything like that, but there's like that stewed, your signature Virginia stewed fruit. Yeah, and with the drink, it's the match is uncanny.
I almost get like this kind of nougaty kind of finish.
Almost.
You know what I mean?
It turns out for me. I'm the rookie
Ooh.
All right.
pipe
Ooh.
boss lady.
Let's get
Ooh.
you going here. Come on. Give it a little dragon about here.
You sound like me, Dan.
Danny, I get what you're saying about the nougat.
Mm-hmm.
Like chocolate peanut,
Chocolate peanut.
almost.
Do feel chocolate.
Like
You do feel chocolate? You
Yeah,
feel
like-
chocolate?
I feel the chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh my!
It like right at the end,
Mm-hmm.
right at the end, like you get that sweetness in
Mm-hmm.
the Virginias, and then right at the end, it's just like quick hit, nougat, chocolate, peanut, quick, like a Snicker bar almost.
Like a Snicker
I'm
bar.
getting the nougat, but I don't get no cocoa or Snickers. I wish I was.
Three Musketeers.
No,
No.
like a
Nougat.
like a raisin,
Like nougat.
like a raisin.
There's raisiny stuff there. Yeah.
Mm.
A little.
Are you
oh,
picking?
yeah.
Does this stuff sound like it's stuff that makes sense to you, Ada, or not?
Dried fruit?
It is. It is. It's pleasant. I just don't know why it turns off so much for me.
Well, pipes you kind of have to keep
Piping.
puffing on a little bit more.
Okay.
Um,
But the
It's
flavor is
transcendent.
good. It's
but
pleasant.
the flavor's good.
Yes.
It's nice. It's not too
not-
strong.
It's not too strong.
Mm-hmm.
I can say even creamy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It is mild. It's creamy. I'm enjoying it.
Well, good.
The drink brings out the cream. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
So let me ask you something. I know people are watching this just for you.
absolutely.
So
For all of us.
you
That's so nice of you.
She's so kind. She's so kind.
we've talked about how your Instagram account is that really where you focus Instagram, or do you do Twitter and these other
Only
things too?
Instagram.
Only Instagram.
Only Instagram.
Okay, so you focused on that. Now, how much time? I see all of your posts, and sometimes they're multiple picture posts, and then movies. Some of them have music to them. Your morning coffee post. Here's my little thing. Yeah. How much time a day do you spend doing that?
That's a great question that I have no answer to.
It's pretty much all the freaking time.
Because
Every day.
I don't there's a lot of influencers that they ahead of time they schedule their posts,
Right.
they know what they're gonna post, what they're gonna talk about. My posts are usually what I'm feeling at the moment.
She's off the cuff.
Yes,
More
it's
off
what
the
it's
cuff.
it's what I'm feeling. So the music is it's my mood at the time. It's that coffee, how I do it at that moment is because that's the moment I'm doing it. And so to tell you how long it takes is hard for me because it's like a lifestyle. It's what I do, and I just show
That's
it
why you
to
have
my
10,000
followers.
followers. yeah.
She's real, man.
Lifestyle.
She's real, man. She's real. She's the real deal.
I-
Sounds to me she's the real deal.
Thank you. So yeah, it's hard to tell you how long because it's just a lifestyle. It does take time, but it's not something that I sit down and say, okay, it's gonna
Yeah.
take me 3 hours for this because it's just my vibe, my mood at the moment, and that's what I post.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that is a good answer.
Good answer.
Thank you. It's the real answer.
That's the real. That's
Oh, there you go.
That's what we're looking for is the real answer, and that's
Now-
what it was.
And that's not just blowing smoke.
I see what you did there, Dave.
Damn, Dave, quick to the punch.
Does it ever get overwhelming for you? The posting and then people responding and the feeling like you have to answer everybody's thing. Does it ever get to
No,
that
because
point
it's
of-
something that is a passion. I will tell you that I do have other accounts for the credit, other accounts that I do other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
There it gets overwhelming
Okay.
Why? Because I am doing that to help. There's the passion of help, but there's not a complete full passion as
I
this.
get
This
ya.
is my
Yeah.
hobby. This is what I love to do.
So this doesn't seem like so
not work.
just as much as enjoying the cigar, you enjoy posting.
Correct.
It's
Correct.
not-
I
it's not work.
enjoy sharing what I'm doing with how I smoke the cigar, what I did, who I met. So I enjoy
Well, that
it.
makes
So it
sense.
doesn't
No, it
feel
does.
When it's
overwhelming.
off the cuff like that, that's totally a passionate thing to do. It's just be like, bam. You know?
Yeah, it's like normal. It's like my normal life. Oh, I took a. How many pictures did I take today?
Oh,
a lot.
God.
You,
And
got a whole
lots,
month.
yeah.
You can't count.
We'll be seeing-
I can't count that high.
and I always been like that. I always been, having videos. So it's my lifestyle. It's my real life. I just love videos and showing and sharing it.
Great. That's awesome.
But I noticed that you look like a boss a lot more of the time. And then I was trolling you yesterday, and I was just like trolling.
How
One
dare
picture,
you?
you had like this big smile, and I was like, "Wow, she smiles." And I- most of the time, you're just like, "I'm
She
the
had
boss lady."
teeth.
How dare you? See, I had the opposite reaction. I saw it was a picture. I think it was the preview picture of you in the white sweater, and you were up in the lounge, and you had like this very serious look on your face, and I'm like, she's not smiling. Like, why isn't she smiling? Like, she looks so mean. Like, she's ready to take the reins on, start whipping people into shape or something. I was
That's
like,
'cause somebody else was
no.
taking the picture. She
Because
was
you
like,
always
shouldn't be like that.
You always see me smiling.
well,
look
that's the
good.
thing. Like, I that was the
In
first. That's the
person.
first time I've ever seen you not smile. I'm like, no, that doesn't look right at all.
Yeah, so most of my posts, I don't know why I don't smile, but in person, I'm always smiling and
You
I'm
are.
always giving hugs and I'm always happy.
Yeah.
But in some of my pictures, I guess
You just look like the boss.
yeah.
Hey, you got to put that image on.
And
You
that wasn't,
gotta-
I wasn't trying to be negative or anything, because
No,
they're
it's
all
not.
really great posts. But
Thank-
I was just, I don't know. That's what I got.
No, someone said you should smile more, so let's start smiling more.
Absolutely. Promote that happiness.
Yes, yes.
What's that? 32 muscles to frown and only like 3 to smile.
That's
something
it.
like that. Yeah. I don't know if that's
So it's
exactly
less
right, but I
work.
know it's a lot less.
I'll lend it to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're so kind.
Who are some of the most important mentors you've had in your life? You can't get to be where you are without having, help from other people. Who are some of the people that have helped you out, both professionally, personally, with the whole, Instagram thing?
Honestly,
Yeah.
one of them is you.
Aww. That's not
Honestly.
just blowing smoke.
Yeah.
She's blowing smoke. She's blowing it.
Dave with the puns today. My
She's blowing
God.
it.
One of those is you.
No pun intended.
My other one is Nick.
Thank you.
Nick.
Appreciate it.
And I also have a friend that I call my hermano, my brother, on Instagram. His name is a Smoke Hustler. He's an amazing mentor. I ask him all the time. Don't get jealous now.
Extremely jealous.
Don't get jealous now. So yes, those are the mentors I have had. And obviously, there's influencers that I follow and that I look up to. Remarkable Liz is one of
Remarkable
them.
Liz. I love her posts.
I love her.
I don't know if she follows me back or not, but you should, Liz.
You should live.
But I love her posts. They're
No,
great.
she's amazing, and she is exactly. I wouldn't say exactly like me, meaning but what I mean is what she posts is what she is outside of Instagram. She's not putting just a show. This is who she is.
Right.
And that's why I look up to her so much. So for me, she doesn't know, but she's my mentor. Hi, Liz. So those are my mentors.
That is cool. Now, here we got your Ritnery shop is building steam and getting up there, and now there's rumors of maybe not just blowing smoke merch.
Ooh,
There's-
yeah.
That may just be a
Not just
rumor, but we
rumors,
don't know.
not
They're
just
rumors.
rumors. No, they're not.
They're rumor. Is your what's your hope for that? Is it to do you hope someday to have an actual store or stores, or do you want to stay online? What's your plans for that?
So The short term of my goals is not to have a front store yet.
Okay.
It's just to stay online and cover internationally and USA. That's my, my short-term goal.
Okay.
Maybe my long-term goal would be to have a store, but so for now, my focus is just online and getting more people to know the brand and what the brand is about. Because it's not just selling, it's not about selling. I always said that I want to help. So the reason why I created this brand is to help cancer patients and be able to donate with the profit that my closing bring, or the new goals that I have going on. So, my main goal is that stay online, be able to have the profit that I need in order to give back to cancer patients.
What kind of cancer charities do you like giving to?
Breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
Especially because I lost my mom because of breast cancer, and she was always giving back to the community, and that's where I get it. And I said, when someone is diagnosed with cancer, you're not only the person that has cancer suffers, it suffers the family, the friend, everybody around that person. So
That's
I
very
want to
true.
give that, I want to give back, but not only financially, but also emotionally.
Yeah.
So that's why
That's
Renee
big
is
right
here.
there.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's incredible. Now, obviously, you love your cigars.
Yes.
I'm going to make a pipe smoker out of you, but that's in the future.
That's
It
a
looks
work
good,
in,
though. It looks
that's
like a real
that's a
boss.
work in progress. So
It
right
looks like
there.
a real boss.
Oh, we're gonna get it. Don't you worry. The Darth Piper will work his magic. But there are, we're fortunate that you live here. I know you want to live in Florida.
Who
but
doesn't
we're
right now?
really,
I'll
yeah.
visit. I'll
Sure,
visit. Don't worry.
I certainly do. I mean,
I'll visit you, Nick. I'll
You
visit
better.
you.
time's
You
coming.
better.
You
My
can
God.
eat all the crocodiles.
You know what? You don't come visit me. I'll come visit you. You don't come up here. I'll come down there.
So let's go over there.
Hey, let's do
Right.
it. Let's do it.
Not just blowing smoke from Ada's house in Florida.
Yes.
We're fortunate, though, in New England and in New Hampshire, I think really in particular, there's lots of great cigar
Yes.
shops and lounges. And, but, I see you coming back to Twins again and again and again. What draws you back to Twins?
Oh my God, why that question? People are going to think that I'm just saying it. But no, the reason why I go back to Twins over and over and over is because of you, him, Bree. When I get there, I feel so special. You guys are always so nice, always so knowledgeable. Any questions I have, you have the answer, you have the time. So that's why I always, and you, I'm sorry, but
That's okay. You've never seen me. It's okay.
Yeah.
And Dave too.
and
Dave.
Dave, you too.
And that's not just blowing smoke.
Dave's puns today.
Maybe it is.
So that's why the drinks are amazing. The vibe is good, especially in the summer. That deck
Oh
is
my gosh,
amazing.
the deck is amazing.
Yes.
We
So that's
gotta
why I
we gotta
always
try
go
to
back.
do we gotta try to get Kurt to open that thing up year round.
I
Like
know,
right
right?
now it's closed because of the winter time, and I don't know if it's any legalities why we have
That's
to,
what we need, yeah.
but we need to have that thing open
There are
year
things.
round.
There are things we could do. There are things we could do. I think
Let's talk
there's
about
heating things that you can put outside. I think we could.
Some igloos.
It's amazing.
I
the
think
view.
2021 we're gonna have to push that.
Yes.
Kurt, if you're watching,
You have
hopefully
to
you
do it.
are.
Hey now.
Hey now,
Flannel.
flannel master himself. We're gonna have to open that thing up year round.
Yes, as a consumer, let me tell you that yes, it would be amazing because the view, the deck, if you
Such a
can,
great view.
It is
2893. It is.
All those people
having the tractor trailers running down 93.
I like the view.
Beautiful view.
It's because you're not there.
You're not in a bug. You're not inside.
No, it's awesome. But isn't that all those things? It's. I think that's one of the things that makes Twins great is the people that work there and the atmosphere that's been
Yes.
created. Kurt has done a great job
He has.
pulling people together who not only are friendly, but who know their stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
the people who are working as tobacconists, they know cigars. Most of us are certified tobacconists, and those that aren't are working at it. And the people up at the bar not only know their craft really well, but they're very good at suggesting
I
stuff.
haven't been disappointed.
I mean, the potion
haven't.
master is called the potion master for a reason.
That's
She
correct,
is
yeah.
incredible at Kendra is incredible at pairing stuff with what people are smoking. She does a great job.
Yeah, I haven't been
Even-
disappointed.
Even Bree's amazing. Like I was there one night and they just brought out a smoke gun and started making smoke bubbles. And then Bree just made like, she knows I love this TV show that's on Netflix called The Witcher. And part of the backstory is like how he became the Witcher is he had to like go through all this painful trials, and it was called the Trial of the Grasses. And she made this drink that was like green and like orange and yellow, and she called it the Trial of the Grasses, and now it's like a thing.
She's
that they-
amazing. I always tell her,
I'm gonna have to get that.
surprise me, and she's always surprising me. I love Bree. Bree, I love you.
She sang to me on my birthday.
She sang to
That's
you.
that's
Yeah.
not fair at all.
It's totally
My
not
birthday's
fair.
coming up. I hope she sings to me.
She I said, are you
When
gonna
is
sing
it?
to
We're
me?
gonna.
She said,
I don't know if you want me to sing, but
You, you can sing to me any day of the week.
we want you
I'll
to
try.
dance.
ooh, I'll dance.
That's why everybody knows
My
it's a
birth-
boss lady.
my,
The
Dancing.
salsa dance.
my birthday is tax day.
Oh, really? April 15th?
April
April.
15th.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
tax day.
I'll be here. I won't be in Florida.
Mine never
She
happens.
got to do her taxes, so she'll be here.
I'll be here.
Mine never happens because it's always around Thanksgiving, so everybody's too busy.
Yep.
So
Didn't I wish you a happy birthday and didn't know? And,
Yeah, but we didn't sing to him.
no.
You
That's
didn't
Or
true.
dance.
Or
Or
dance.
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 I
Or
made
dance.
Bree sing to me.
Yes.
I said, you're not
cruel.
stopping by the shop on my birthday? No, I'm going to the bar.
That's
I said, if I stop by the bar, will you sing to me? Okay. And I showed
you
up,
twisted her arm.
and she's like, you're going to make me do it, aren't you?
We both did.
And yeah, Ada filmed it and everything. I'm gonna put that up
But man,
as soon as we're done here. That was just-
voice of an angel or what?
oh yeah,
Oh my
Ada's,
God,
Ada's
amazing.
friends,
So awesome.
Ada's friends that she was with, they were like their jaws were in their laps.
Yeah, they're like,
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like Bree has a voice of an angel. She's got the vocals.
yeah, my
She's
friends
got
were
it.
in love with her. They're like, her voice.
Oh, they were. Yeah. Now somebody's asked, what are we drinking? They missed it. We're drinking the Speyburn single malt Scotch whiskey. The,
Mariana.
companion cask. It is a beautiful light single malt with some nice vanilla and citrus notes to it, and it is going very, very well with the Virginia Cream, which is a
Oh yeah.
fantastic tobacco here.
It
Nice, light,
Light,
creamy.
creamy.
Sweet.
It's got just enough
Don't forget the
sweetness
sweet.
to it.
Oh.
It's got just enough sweetness to it that, and Virginia tobaccos are sweet in and of themselves, and the vanilla bourbon that's been added here really kind of is more of an enhancement of that than anything else. I mean, I definitely taste vanilla, but it's not like a vanilla topping
No.
syrup kind of vanilla.
No,
it's
it's
a
very
very
subtle.
natural,
It's in the
subtle.
background. Yep.
Yeah, it's very, very
Part of the
cool.
finish.
But that nougat
Mhm.
that you mentioned earlier,
You're getting it now, aren't you?
it's
It's
all
in the
over-
retro hail.
It's not in the retro hill for me. There's a
I
lot of
tasted it
creaminess.
after I retro hail.
There's a lot of creaminess in the retro hill, but like right at the end, like it's like that long finish, and then right at the end you get that nougat, and it's quick. It's a quick hit of nougat, and like you get the vanilla up front, then the quick hit of nougat, and then it's a nice smooth retro hill. It's beautiful.
We're gonna play a game now.
Would you rather?
No,
Oh, I thought it was would you rather.
is Pastor Padron just blowing smoke?
Yes, you are.
And so I have some questions here,
Literally.
and they're true and false questions. And if it's true, then I'm not just blowing smoke, and if it's false, then I am just blowing smoke. That's how you answer the question.
Okay.
Okay, and so I'm gonna give you the questions here. Ada's gonna cheat because she can see my thing.
I can't see. I'm blind.
No,
I'm blind. I'm blind.
you
Don't
can't
worry.
see
No,
either.
I was just trying. Nah,
No.
I can't see either.
Okay, so here's the questions. Okay, am I blowing smoke?
Yes.
Yes.
Abraham Lincoln
Ooh.
had no middle name.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Why you do that?
That
America.
that he
America.
that my friend. You're blowing smoke. You're just blowing smoke.
I'm just blowing smoke. What do you think, Ada?
I'll go with him.
I'm just blowing smoke, Dave.
So I don't know. I want to feel like yeah, he does. So I'm gonna say you're blowing smoke.
It's true. He had no middle name.
Oh.
Not
man.
just blowing smoke.
And what was it?
He
He
didn't
had
have
no
one.
middle name.
Oh,
Oh,
he
yeah.
had. Oh,
He had no
sorry.
middle
Had
name.
no middle name.
No middle
My
name.
goodness.
It was
Abraham
not
Lincoln.
just blowing smoke.
Was that the only president that had no middle name?
No.
That's the
I
question.
have no idea.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought maybe
Abraham
you had the answer to
Lincoln
that.
had no middle name, but that was the question.
Okay.
I didn't go ask.
All right,
any of the
I thought you went in deep with
Nick,
that.
I know,
Sorry.
right?
I thought maybe you had a follow-up answer to that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so here we go. Next
One-
question.
Oh, here we go.
Ada would probably know this if she thinks about it. Well, maybe not. The kids' bathroom on the Brady Bunch
Oh,
Oh, no, I won't know.
did not have a toilet.
The kids' bathroom
Yeah.
I won't.
on the Brady Bunch, the movie? I mean, the show?
The show.
Well, they made a movie of it too.
The show.
No idea.
Oh God.
Didn't have a toilet. Am I just blowing smoke?
I think you're blowing smoke.
I'm gonna say he's not just blowing smoke. I'm gonna say it didn't have no toilet. They didn't have.
Right? It sounds kind of.
Why would they show a toilet? They
yeah.
wouldn't do that back then. I'm gonna say it did not. Yeah,
I don't know.
you are not just blowing smoke.
Dave
I
sounds
think he's
smart.
blowing it.
I'll go with Dave.
Okay, Dave. All right, Dave. All right, here we go.
I am not just blowing smoke.
Wow.
The toilet did not exist in the Brady Bunch.
It's not appropriate.
Dave, see?
Really?
Yep. All they had was a sink in the shower.
All they had was a sink in the show? My God.
Sink in the shower and no toilet.
Yeah, it wasn't until
Okay.
later when they started showing
Yep.
like real bathroom
Mhm.
stuff. They didn't show anything like that back then.
I
See?
rarely watched the Brady Bunch.
Me neither, but that sounded kind of.
Yeah, if you like
common
said
sense.
something like novelas,
Yeah.
Here's,
if you said
here's
something like
else.
novelas, I would have been all over that.
Let me give you a third
I
question.
know,
This is
right?
gonna be
Here,
weird.
here we go.
Okay. Am I just blowing smoke? Japan has square watermelons.
Japan,
Square.
He is not blowing smoke.
they have everything. It's crazy. Over
He is
there.
not blowing smoke. I know that for a fact.
Okay, he sounds very. I know nothing of those questions.
I know nothing. I know nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing.
I did nothing.
Nothing. Schultz.
I go with Nick.
Okay, they think I'm not just blowing smoke. What about you?
I think
Dave?
you're not just blowing smoke. Absolutely, they have triangle freaking watermelons.
It's true.
Triangle.
Japan does have square watermelons.
Yep,
because they
I know that.
It takes less space.
Yep.
Wow.
They
Mhm.
were able to figure out how to make square watermelons.
Wow.
Yep.
Isn't that bizarre?
That's
Yes.
awesome. That's
Don't
amazing.
you feel like a more beautiful person now that you know that Japan
Yes,
has
I
square
feel more
watermelons?
smart.
easier it is to slice, right?
It's super easy.
I feel super smart.
Okay. Am I just blowing smoke? Pinocchio was the first animated full color Walt Disney feature.
My
Wow.
goodness.
Holy crap!
Pinocchio?
I'm gonna. Oh man, I
Wasn't
want
it
to.
Mickey?
I want to say. I want to say no. I think Cinderella was older.
Full color.
Was it Cinderella or was it
Mickey.
No. Wasn't Mickey.
He
He
was
was black and white for a while.
For a while, but he's saying the first.
The first one to go color.
Yes.
The first
right? That's-
animated full color Walt Disney feature was Pinocchio.
Hey,
I don't think it
Google.
was Pinocchio. I want to say oh man.
I didn't expect it to go up.
Next
I
time
want to
I'll-
say Sleeping Beauty or maybe Snow White would have been the first one to go
I
color.
don't know, man. I don't know. This is hard.
I know that one is.
I say
hard.
he's. I'm gonna go on a whim and be like, and say he's blowing smoke on this one.
So you think I'm blowing smoke?
I think he's blowing
What
smoke.
do you think, Ada?
I have no thinking right now.
You have no thinking.
No thinking.
I no dinky.
I have
I
no
just smoky the
thinking.
pipey.
Yes, I'll go with him. I'll
Okay.
go with Nick.
Okay. Thinks I'm blowing smoke.
You know what? I'm gonna say you're not just blowing smoke. I'm gonna say it is the oldest.
Okay. I was just blowing smoke.
What was the first one?
It's false. The first one was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
What did I
Wow.
say?
Should have gone with my gut.
What did I
Should have
say?
gone with my gut.
Wow.
Yep.
Gone with the gut.
Oh yeah.
Snow White.
Did you? Quick one.
Mm-hmm.
Not just blowing smoke. Well, not just blowing smoke, but a question. Now that we're on Disney,
Yeah.
who is the oldest princess in Disney?
I should have known that, right? Because I'm a princess, but I don't.
You're a queen. You're not a princess. You're a queen.
Oh, thank
You're a
you.
queen.
The Queen
Boss of
Mom.
Queens.
The Queen Mom.
Who is the oldest?
Who's the oldest?
Yes.
Oldest as in.
As far as Disney princesses go.
Okay.
All right,
Probably
well,
gonna be like
Old
some
as that-
obscure Minnie Mouse reference.
We'll shave that. We'll shave that answer for the next episode.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that now. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Cinderella.
Dave. There's many princesses.
I know there are.
I don't even know because I know it's something I can't think of.
The Beauty and no. Cinderella.
I don't know.
We can't have dead air on the show.
I don't know.
If you got
I
name a
have,
princess.
Just name one. Ada.
Yeah. We can do that. Put her in there.
no, I have no clue what to say.
Okay, Nick. What's the answer there?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
Is
wow.
that what I said?
No.
No.
What
You
did I
said
say?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Sleeping
Close.
Beauty. How old was?
Wow, it's
How old was
true.
she?
18.
18. The rest of them were what? 16.
Yeah. There were. I think the youngest was because I did trivia the other night, and that was one of the questions, and the youngest, I believe, was Ariel
Mm-hmm.
at 16.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
You like Disney, huh?
I just love trivia.
likes-
That was one of the, that was
He
one of the
likes
questions.
young animated women.
I see that.
Wow. Wow.
Anime.
This is live right now.
Wow. Thanks for making
Scallops.
me. Oh my god.
Well, Baby Yoda just fell over.
Yeah, I know. He was
Okay,
in, he was
okay.
in
I
disbelief.
I don't think we're gonna have to do the tiebreaker right now. Dave's behind by one. You guys you're all ahead. Here's the fifth question.
Here's the fifth question.
Okay, so unless you both get it wrong and Dave gets it right, we don't have to do a tiebreaker.
Okay, let's
All right,
go.
so here it is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Am I just blowing smoke? Porcupines float.
Ooh.
I
Wow.
should know this.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
man. Porcupines can float.
You are-
Dave
you
says
are
I'm
not
not
just
just
blowing-
blowing smoke.
Not just blowing smoke on that one.
I'll go with them.
I'm assuming because of all the quills, they can.
It's true. They can float.
Yeah. I'm assuming because of all the quills, they can float. Because the quills
Air
are
pocket,
actually
they're-
hollow.
They're hollow.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
why
Wow,
they float.
Nick.
Yeah. I'm a
Yeah,
nature
well,
guy too.
Okay,
nature
so
guy, too.
both of you won. Dave, I'm sorry, but
It's okay.
Sorry.
You lost.
Sorry,
He
Dave.
is
always
dropped
next
from the
week.
panel.
Dave
But
is
you beat-
blowing smoke.
yep. But you beat Kurt, so
There's some redemption there.
there's some redemption.
Some
there.
redemption.
Okay, and
Tiebreaker.
Nobody's perfect.
no,
No.
Well, maybe we do a tiebreaker between the two of you.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, this
No.
one's personal.
Ooh.
This one's personal.
I lost already.
Me too.
Okay. On average, I have moved every 2.5 years since I've been married in 1990.
Huh?
You're blowing smoke on. Oh.
That's definitely true for me.
I have no idea.
You in New Jersey? You in Florida?
Mhm.
You're in the awesome state of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I would have to say that would be blowing smoke. Blowing
I'll
smoke.
go with him.
Blowing smoke.
I'm not just blowing smoke.
Oh, really? You've only been at your house for 2 years?
No, I said on average.
On average.
I've moved 13 times since I've been married.
What?
What?
13 times. The house I live in is the longest I've ever been in one place.
For how long now?
I've been there since 2012. So it's been in
9 years.
yeah, 9 years this month.
Wow.
I can do math. Look
This
at
is
that.
9 years this
Everybody,
month.
I can do math.
Besides my
You can
house
do
growing
math.
up, yeah, this is the longest place I lived in too.
Wow.
Yep. There was a time
I don't move a lot.
before this house where if I was at a place for 2 years, that was a long time.
Wow.
Yep.
Good
No,
for you,
I don't.
Dan.
I don't
This
move
is-
a lot.
This is also the longest time my kids have had one place to live,
Mm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
which
Let's
I'm
see.
really proud of.
Congratulations.
I'm proud of
Dave.
you.
Yep. Let's see. My oldest kid lived in Danvers, Massachusetts, then Wakefield, Massachusetts,
Wow.
then Beverly, Massachusetts, then back to
Danvers?
to Wakefield,
I
The
remember
Ipswich.
all these places.
and now in Haverhill 6 times.
Wow.
She's 18 and she's lived in 6 different places.
Wow.
That's a lot, man.
I am.
I think my kids have like almost double digits place.
Yeah.
Double digits.
Yep.
I have bounced all over the
not
place.
moved. I've lived in Lawrence pretty
Mhm.
much until 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
Lived in Plastow, New
Mhm.
Hampshire, and now I live in Danville.
Wow.
And that's it.
I
And
can't
I
even
will.
count.
I will.
3 places.
That's it, man. I will probably die
Yeah, I
in
don't.
Danville.
Yeah, I don't
Hopefully
move a
they
lot.
make-
I don't have enough digits,
Oh. Your toes?
even including toes.
Oh boy.
Now, Nick, you picked a meme of the week, the nicotine meme of the
The
week.
nicotine meme of the week. This one is geared towards Ada,
Huh?
and she will have to read it so everybody
Go
can
ahead.
get it, and it will show up on the screen as soon as Dave enlarges it. She will see it, and
The
then she will be
Spanish
reading it.
word of the day is cologne.
Cologne.
I asked
let her read it.
Maria
I don't
if she
see it. Where-
cologne me
Hold on.
$5 for some tacos.
Hold on, let her read it. Let her read it as soon as it comes up.
Here we go.
What?
So read
Spanish
it.
word of the day is cologne. I asked Maria if she cologned me five.
Oh, you gotta finish it, Ada. You gotta
Me
finish it.
five for some tacos. Oh my God. Cologne. Salud to that.
There we go. We can get some.
All right, well,
I need some more alcohol. Somebody hand me that bottle, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
All right. Now, this is we haven't done a whole lot
Where's the bottle?
of
Where's the bottle?
aromatics on the show before, and so I wanted to ask Dave and Nick to maybe talk about some of their favorite aromatic pipe
Ooh,
tobaccos. Dave,
Mine,
you want to go
mine,
with
mine.
that first?
it's gonna be a tough one for me. Dave, take it away, kid.
Autumn evening, easy peasy.
Easy
I mean,
peasy.
dried waffles and maple syrup for the room smell. I mean, it is amazing.
Yeah.
A short second would be Londonberry Preserve, which is a black raspberry.
Mm.
I smoke that all the time when I'm in my car, and people will be like, "What do you use for your air freshener?" I'm like, "My pipe," and
There
they
you
don't
go.
believe
My
me.
pipe.
That's
You
beautiful.
know, it's awesome.
What about you, Nick?
Aromatics. I don't really go towards the aromatics. When I smoke a pipe, I love more of the medium to full bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Your Portsmouth shipyards,
Mm-hmm.
the Mississippi River
Mhm.
Reserve, Plum Pudding Reserve,
Mhm.
Esotericas, the English blends.
Yep.
I love how they all taste in a bigger bowl.
It's the only kind of pipe you
That's well, other than my Peterson that I'm smoking now, which is the smallest bowl I have,
Which is still a big bowl.
which is considerably a big bowl, yeah. Which
Mhm.
actually I'm done my Virginia,
You want one?
in a bit. But it'd probably be the autumn evening.
have. Mm-hmm.
That's the only aromatic that I really enjoy. That it doesn't really ghost my pipe,
Yeah, and it's so good.
and it is. The room note, the tasting profile on it, it's a really good smoke for the morning time. It's good with my pre-workout. I know a lot of people thought I was going to say coffee, but it's really good with my pre-workout. It's just a really good all-around smoke as well. And then usually from there, I'll usually jump to like Engine 99, which is also very, very, very good, or Haunted Bookshop, which Danny turned me on to, which is fantastic. I'll do, do the run-of-the-mill of the GLP lines, Cumberlands, Burberry Coast, the whole 9 yards.
So no aromatics really.
I'm not really
Which was
turned
the
on
original
by the
question,
aromatics. Like I said, the autumn evening was probably the extent of that, which is fine.
Now, what did you think? What did you think of fourth generation's morning blend? That's a nice
Ooh,
aromatic.
I have that one too. That's good.
That's really good, but I always turn towards the afternoon blend, which is your
the
English.
Yep.
Which is, again, I can have that, and even the evening blend of the fourth gen, which has a really nice blend on it, which I can smoke any time of the day.
Yeah.
I could just smell that all day. It's just beautiful.
It is. It's beautiful, but with, I'm not really a aromatic type of guy. The only aromatic that I do is the autumn evening. Maybe some Granite State, because I know that's an aromatic, but that's like far few between.
Dan, what do
Maybe
you
some
do?
rum cake, but that's it. I'm really into the medium to full body stuff that we sell it in Londonderry. Just love it.
What was that, Dave?
I said, what do you prefer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Autumn Evening. That's one of my favorites. The Morning Blend by fourth generation Eric Stokeby.
Yeah.
It's got that nice kind of citrusy
Yeah.
bourbon topping on it. It's
Yeah.
almost like a orange creamsicle kind of a thing
Yeah,
going
that's
on.
pretty nice.
Oranges and
It's
bourbon.
really nice. I think it's a great aromatic. Those are probably my two favorites
There you go.
as far as aromatics goes. Now, are we ready for some Would You Rather?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. There we
Typical
go.
question tonight. We're in the dead of winter, so it is the summer versus winter thing. Would you rather go skiing or scuba diving? I'll tell you right now. For me, it's scuba diving.
Me too.
There you
And
go.
that means Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
follow-up question, would you be able to scuba dive in New England? That's the question there that I have for you.
When? In the summer?
Anytime.
Well, they have cold suits,
They do.
It's so cold
As-
here, even in the summer.
As being probably the only certified scuba diver on this panel at
Whoa.
the moment,
What?
I am a certified
So
scuba
yeah,
diver.
I can do it because you're gonna teach me.
I could teach you. For me, the question would probably be, I don't ski, I snowboard, which I love snowboarding, but I also love scuba diving. I probably love scuba diving more. In New England, you really kind of have to venture outside of the normal places, which is Rockport
we ain't
and
got
Gloucester.
No coral reefs.
Gloucester.
Well, Gloucester and Rockport, they do a lot of shore diving off the beaches and stuff like that. And
Look at
there's
that
some nice
shipwreck.
rock formations. And most of the time, when you're doing Rockport or Gloucester, you see a lot of guys catching lobsters, which that's a New England thing. That's what you do. But scuba diving in Puerto Rico is absolutely amazing. There is so much to look at. Because I breathe pretty heavily. I go through tanks like nobody's business. But scuba diving for me is
You're like that triple tank guy.
I would love
4
to do
tanks.
that.
Four
I have
tanks,
4
four
tanks.
quad.
I would love to do that.
4 tanks, and I'm down there for an hour.
I love water.
Wow.
Love
What
water.
about you, Dave?
I've been skiing, and I would have to say I have not been,
Diving?
diving. So I would definitely choose diving because I've never done it. I would love to. I would love to go diving and swim with dolphins and all that kind of stuff.
For the
Swim with
most
dolphins.
for the most unlikely place that you can swim with dolphins, which for me it was the most unlikely place. Usually you think of like Florida or Bahamas and stuff like that. I went to DR and I swam with the dolphins in Dominican Republic.
I haven't done it, and I'm from there.
It's amazing.
That's
I
Sounds
s-
amazing.
It is amazing.
Do you know that there's actually a tribe in Africa, and they actually
Worship dolphins.
Well, no, they work with them. So they've for thousands of years, the dolphins will come in, they will push the fish forward, and then they will fish and grab them, and then they'll feed the dolphins. So it's a mutual relationship, and it's been going
Wow.
on for thousands of years.
I love mutual
And that
relationships.
is
I
awesome.
do too. I do too.
It's called marriage.
Is it? I don't, because I'm not married.
Is it really, Danny? Is it really?
I just had to stoke
I
the
said
fire
I
there.
loved it, but maybe not, because I'm not married.
Oh, now everyone knows.
Uh-oh.
No.
Our view
Nothing
count.
to say.
Our view count just went from 6 to 50.
All right. So, what's our final thoughts here on the GOP's Virginia Cream?
It's transcendent.
Thank you, Paul. And if
Yeah.
Paul's watching, we love you and we miss you.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's a awesome light cigar. At the end, I started getting the nougat.
Tobacco.
Yes, my bad. Sorry, too much spray burn.
I just
Baber.
noticed we had the whole
Spray
bottle.
burn. Yes, we did. It was delicious.
It's really good.
It was good.
Salute.
Weepy Seco.
Salud.
For the pipe tobacco, is really nice, light, creamy. I love this pipe tobacco. I've smoked it many times. I love it in the morning. So light and creamy, and it goes good with anything,
Yeah.
including pre-workout.
What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I liked this before, but I didn't smoke too much of it. I usually smoke autumn evening if I'm going for an aromatic.
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 Animatic.
So, but the scotch really brings out the sweetness in this more than it ever has before. And if I'm ever drinking a scotch, I'm definitely going to have a bowl of this every time I do.
Well, it depends on the scotch too, because this one is probably I've
Pretty
had
sweet.
most of the scotches that are out there, including
You want to run out
Glenfiddich.
surprised.
Yeah, I know.
Don't go into it.
Okay, but most of the scotches out there, and this one's actually pretty unique. It brings more citrus than the barrel. A lot of
Yeah.
times when you're drinking single malts, you get a little bit more of that barrel, and this one doesn't hold that, which is
Barrel.
really nice.
If you are not really into aromatics, but you want something more on the sweet side, this is a really good choice for you. And similarly, if you like aromatics, but you're wanting to get into more non-aromatic mixtures, this might be a great door to go through for that. You know, and
It has the high ground.
it's
God.
really, really good. Now, next week on Not Just Blow and Smoke, we are going to have master tobacconist, owner of A Little Taste of Cuba, and founder and president of Tobacconist University,
He's like the master of masters.
Wow.
Jorge Armenteros, is going to be with us via Skype. And I am wicked excited about that. He is the guy who got me started in the whole cigar world here, and if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here.
Wow.
And I'm very, very excited to have him on the show next week. It's going to be very, very good. You are not going to want to miss it.
Definitely watching.
And we are going to be smoking another Padron. Padron's important to him. He's the guy who gave me the nickname Pastor Padron.
Okay,
And,
nice.
So we're going
Origin
to
story.
origin story next week. We are going to be smoking the Padron Presidente Maduro.
Whoa.
That is going to be a wonderful,
Nom nom.
wonderful show. And for the pipe
I'm not going to be
tobacco-
here.
For the pipe tobacco, we're going to be smoking the Gawath Hogarth Kendall, Kentucky. So it is going to be a really, really nice show next week. You're not going to want to miss it.
I'm not missing it.
No, you're not.
Better not.
No, but Ada, thank you so much for being with us this week.
Yeah.
This was awesome. I
No,
hope you
thank
enjoyed
you.
yourself.
I always do. Thank you guys. Thank you for
Absolutely.
inviting
Yeah,
me
even
again.
in the snow, you're so brave. Thank you.
I have to. I have to. I love you guys. I love the show. I had to come.
Yeah.
That's so
Absolutely.
Especially since I didn't have a pepper.
I know, especially
God.
that. Dave didn't have a pepper.
Next time he'll have a pepper.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Thanks for being with us tonight. That's all we got. But thank you for watching. And that is not just blowing smoke.
Not just blowing smoke.
Another day, another smoke.